Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz. It is April 27, 2017, 1132 p.m. in Birmingham. Topic: prayer changes things. And until you do it, you have no idea what it will do. Quick story. God made the first angel. He was called the recorder. The recorder wrote everything that God did from that moment on. So God then made millions and billions of planets throughout a great expanse. And then God made angels, millions, billions of angels. And the recorder said that God told the angels, "Go and enjoy yourself. Look what I have done for you." So they go, and they're gone. Hundreds, thousands of years, just exploring all that God had created. Millions of years, they're out in this great expanse. God told the recorder one day, "Call them home. I have a surprise." The recorder called all angels home. And they came. They rushed into heaven. They wanted to see, what is it that God is doing? We must see. So they all gathered at the footstool of God, billions of angels, as God created man. And they all oohed and awed. They did, "What is this God? He looks like you. Should we worship him?" God says, "No, you will serve him." God told the angels who men were, why man came, and explained to the angels what they would do. But there was dissension already. There were those that in their hearts thought, they're not going to serve this man, this thing that's lower than God. Truly, angels are greater. We were here first. But that wasn't God's plan. Dissension grew, and until it manifests into a physical move and a physical action. That's when Satan came down and talked Eve into eating the fruit of the tree that God didn't actually forbid her, just said not to eat of this tree. And she did. But all that Satan told her would happen did not happen. None of the things that he told her happened ever came to pass. In fact, right opposite. He said, if you should eat from this tree, you'll surely die. And that's exactly, at that moment, she and her husband, Adam, started dying. And that's the history, right on down until God decided there's a plan. And he had this plan even before the universe, even before the angels. And that plan came through Enoch, through Noah, to Abraham, Isaac, when God finally spoke and said, "Abraham, I want you to take your son to the mountain and offer him up for a sacrifice for me." And Abraham cried out and said, "This is my son." God said, "Take him to the mountain and offer him to me as a sacrifice." Abraham did just that. Laid him out, started the fire, had a huge fire, and he was fixing to plunge the knife into Isaac, and God stopped him. Abraham, don't hurt Isaac. He said, go get the lamb that's caught in the bush. Offer the lamb to me. That faith in God alone is what gave us Jesus Christ. Out of the Jews, Abraham, Isaac, the first Jew. Out of that lineage, we have Jesus. And I believe right now today that it would be pleasing to God that if we prayed and held up the Ezekiel 38-39 war that's about to take place, and prayer can do it. Prayer has been demonstrated too many times in the Bible where things changed. And only when we get to that place where we know that our prayer actually created something, actually caused a change in all of heaven. And I think God wants to hear our prayers right now, today, because Ezekiel 38-39 is staring Israel right in the face, and it snuck up on them. Even they didn't know it. And I'm sure there's some on our side that did know it. Certainly Pastor Farg knew it. But guys, I think right now that we need to go there in prayer and put a wall up between Israel and Ezekiel 38-39 just for a while. There's still people there that needs to be saved. There's still people there who will come to Christ. And if it's just one, then it was worth it. I'd hate to look back, because I know we're going home soon. I know that the church is going to leave. But I'd hate to look back and see that if we'd prayed that one time to hold up that Ezekiel 38-39 battle against Israel, that one more person would have come to Christ. And what did God say about a soul? He said, there's nothing worth a soul. The whole earth and all that's in it is not worth a soul. The soul is far more valuable than any and all the gold and silver and the money in the entire universe. It's how important a soul is. And guys, prayer tonight, tomorrow night, throughout next week and the week after, hold up Ezekiel 38-39 war. When that last person calls upon Christ, then that war will continue. Be part of that. Jody Wolf, Expoz.